DC the boys, Alabama Prisoner Profiles. What's going on with y'all, man? Make sure y'all like, subscribe, leave a comment, man. Share the content, man, so people can know what's going on. You dig what I'm saying? Make sure y'all shoot me an email, messaging Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Y'all know what's going on. We pushing forward, you know? Real quick, y'all, advocates are attempting to organize a teleconference through the inmate phone system Securus for a conference call with government leaders and former prisoners and current prisoners to address the needs of the Alabama Department of Corrections. There is a petition on change.org going around for it. Y'all check that out, sign that. I'll try to have the link for that in the description if I find it or remember. Also, we are officially halfway to monetization, y'all. I appreciate y'all. We're like a 2,050 watch hours or something like that. So we only need 2,000 more, you dig what I'm saying? So y'all make sure y'all continue to mess with the content and run my shit up and tell your mammy and them about it, you dig? One more thing, a lot of former prisoners have been sending me their stories and stuff like that to the DM and email, alabamaprisonerprofiles@gmail. So if y'all want to, you know what I'm saying, got something you want me to put out, some footage from maybe when you're inside this fucked up or something like that, get at me once again. Dig what I'm saying? So today, I'm going to be bringing y'all Martez Seay, a.k.a. Payne. The Seay family is a family of 4 residing on U.S. Highway 78. The mother, Yolanda Seay, raised 3 boys, Martez, Cortez, and Demarius, with help from her mother, Ethel Brown. According to friends and neighbors, the boys were raised in a disciplined household and regularly attended Mount Hermon Baptist Church. Martez, born August 31st, 1983, dropped out of West End High School. He later obtained his GED and worked at Little Caesars Pizza. He would father 2 daughters. Getting into the facts, a single number on a victim's cell phone number unraveled a robbery and murder operation that has now resulted in 35 indictments against 7 people in 5 separate slayings and the attempted murder of another. In 2 killings and an attempted murder, Martez Seay faces charges in 3 additional slayings as part of grand jury indictments announced Tuesday against the 25-year-old Birmingham man and his crime associates, including his younger brother. Investigators said Martez Seay was the trigger man in 4 of the shootings and a main player in all 6. The group targeted robbery victims they knew would not report the crimes to police. Quote, "It was an enterprise," Birmingham Homicide Sergeant Sam Noblet said. Quote, "That's how they made their money, robbing people and killing them when things didn't go their way. The common link in all of them," Noblet said, "is Martez Seay." The arrests and indictments followed a unique and intense joint investigation by Birmingham Police and Jefferson County District Attorney's Office. Though Martez Seay and his friends had emerged on the radar of investigators, detectives didn't have the proof they needed to file charges in any of the 2008 killings and couldn't get witness cooperation because the group ruled the streets with intimidation and fear. But when the body of Ronnie Vaughn, a 44-year-old Vestavia Hills father of 2, was found in a northeast Jefferson County on May 3rd of this year, investigators caught a break. Quote, "One thing led to another and it grew like a spider web," Noblet said. Well, we were excited once everything started to unfold, and we knew we would be able to bring charges. We knew this was a ruthless gang of guys we were dealing with, and we knew we had to get them off the street. What they found allowed them to make arrests in 4 unsolved killings in 2008. The first was Christian Collins, who was killed November 23rd after he was set up to be robbed. Lauren Harrell, police, said Martez pulled the trigger. The next day, Gregory Shelton Jr., 27, was found dead in Central Park area. Police said Tuesday that Shelton had lured Collins to the place where he was killed, and then he was shot himself by Martez Seay when he didn't get rid of his cell phone, as Martez Seay had told him to.
Birmingham 911.
Yes, ma'am. There's a body out here in the field. I don't know if he's dead or not.
I ain't got too close to him, but he ain't not moving.
That's 5, you count?
The body had multiple gunshot wounds, and investigators found 5 shell casings.
We got a call out to South Park area today, right? On a body out there, and we just identified as being Greg.
Please, please, I said something was wrong. I've been trying to call my child all day.
As far as things going on, what do you know about Greg getting killed?
Greg was with a whole lot of different types of people.
The caller said that just before his murder, Greg had been running with a crew that was robbing people.
Greg was the one that called the guy.
She said that Greg had allegedly called someone to set up a robbery that ended in one person getting shot and killed.
You know, I heard Payne telling Greg to get rid of his phone.
She said the leader of the crew, a man nicknamed Maine, was angry because Greg had not disposed of the phone he had used to set up the robbery.
So Maine pretty much admitted to shooting Greg.
Yeah.
In an unrelated case, police say on December 28th, Martez Seay killed Osmond Williams, as y'all can see I've been mispronouncing bro name, in a contract hit. The payment for the hit, authorities say, was substantial. Daryl Sampson, a 17-year-old Parker High School student, was in the car with Williams, was also killed and simply had been in the wrong place at the wrong time. Lonnie Bond was found nude and shot multiple times, including once between the eyes. On Bond's phone was the number of Candy Hawkins, a 25-year-old college student who police say lured Bond to the remote area from a club after being forced to give him her phone number by Martez. On Hawkins' cell phone, they found the number of Martez Seay, her longtime on-again, off-again boyfriend. 9 days later, Martez Seay was charged with capital murder in Bond's death. Hawkins was charged a month later, but remained in hiding until June 15th.
What's your boyfriend's name? Talk to me, sweetie. Come on.
I've been doing this for 8 years. I can't.
You got to.
I can't do this.
What's your boyfriend's name?
Martez.
And what is Martez's last name?
See?
After 8 days of around-the-clock searching, Seay was finally apprehended.
Birmingham 911. Yeah, a female laying on the ground. She laying on her face. Her shirt is full of blood. She screaming, help, help, somebody please get some help.
Police rushed to the scene and found a woman lying paralyzed on the ground.
Candy Hawkins was found shot twice in her back on June 15th in the north side of Birmingham. She survived but is now a quadriplegic. Hawkins, who had been hiding with Seay family members, later told police she thought she was getting a ride to a safe house when she climbed into a car with Martez Seay and Michael Mays. Instead, Mays led her to a wooded area and shot her twice in the back. At that point, Jefferson County District Attorney Brandon Fall subpoenaed county jail phone records and would transcribe hundreds of hours of phone conversation between the Seay brothers, their mother Yolanda Seay, and family and friends, including Mays and Gregory Green. Martez Seay was in jail on the Bond case. Martez Seay was in jail part of that time on an unrelated case. Jail phone calls are routinely recorded. The calls, investigators said, clearly chronicled a conspiracy to kill Hawkins, who had and wanted to talk to the police.
Hey man, I ask you something, man. If I could get you close to somebody, could you get rid of it for me? Yeah. I mean, you know pretty much what it takes to be the murder case, right? Yeah. I'm saying, if I could get you close, could you get rid of it for me? Yeah. Oh. Man, they got lollipop.
Martez Seay refers to Candy as lollipop in the jail calls because Candy Hawkins has a tattoo of a lollipop.
Martez Seay would be sentenced to life without parole. Cortez Seay, the middle brother, who was now 36 at the time, was 19 in 2005 when he pleaded guilty and was sentenced to life in prison for murdering Joe Mack Carpenter Sr., 50 years old. Cortez Seay was also sentenced to 25 years each for the attempted murders of 2 other people, all of which took place December 4th, 2004 in a drug house in a dispute over money. He is serving his sentence at the infamous St. Clair Correctional Facility. The youngest brother, Martez Seay, is now 32 at the time of this article. He pleaded guilty in 2009 to attempted murder in the shooting of Hawkins and felony murder in the 2008 killing of 17-year-old Parker High School student Brandon Ashley Decore during a robbery. He avoided a capital murder trial in Decore's death by pleading guilty. He was sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole and is currently housed at Bloody Bib Correctional Facility. Yolanda Seay, now 56, the mother, pleaded guilty in 2010 to conspiracy to commit murder and hindering a prosecution in relation to the attempted hit on Candy Hawkins. She received a 10-year sentence with 18 months to serve. In an interview with the Birmingham News before she was charged, Yolanda Seay said she ached for the families that have been hurt and said she was heartbroken over Hawkins' injuries. She said she did everything she could to protect her boys from the streets. Of their arrest, she said, "This is what I didn't want. Not in my life and not in my family. I just want to know what part I missed. I want to know what did it. I don't know what else I could have done." And so Martez Seay would enter the Alabama Department of Corrections and serve the majority of his time at high security facilities. In 2023, Martez Seay was found unresponsive in his BRAC at Limestone Correctional Facility. The article says Martez Seay, who admitted to killing 5 people in the Birmingham area in 2008 and 2009, has died in prison. Alabama Department of Corrections officials said Seay was found unresponsive Monday in his cell. He was taken to the prison's health care unit where he was pronounced deceased by the attending physician. The Alabama Department of Corrections Law Enforcement Services Division is investigating Seay's death. Cause of death is pending an autopsy and the conclusion of the investigation. Hot coffee, that's a lot going on with that one, ain't it? Man, y'all make sure y'all let me know what y'all think about this shit in the comments. Like, subscribe, notification bell. Guys, you see she broke, you know what I'm saying? I don't care what she tell you, you know what I'm saying? And then females, young women, she was a college student, had everything ahead of her. I'm sure when she was laying there on the ground, paralyzed, able to scream but not able to move, which I did include the testimony of her talking about ants crawling all over her, biting her and shit like that. I'm sure dating a street nigga was not cool at that point. DC The Voice, Alabama Prisoner Profiles.